So La Leyenda, which that's such a ridiculous nickname. El Matador was so much better. Had so much more aura behind it. I mean, who told him that was a good idea? And also, Ilia Spanish. How does he not know that La is literally the feminine version of the? Couldn't have at least done El Leyenda, but whatever. The self-proclaimed legend says that he's focused on a fight with Charles Oliveira or Islam Makhachev, which is kind of funny to me because he said he will not fight Armin. And I'm gonna get into some of these comments soon, but let's just first go through La La Leyenda's quote or statement. So Mr. La Leyenda says, all my training is focused on Islam or Charles because I don't see another opponent. I mean, there's Armin. You said no. That made the most sense. He's the number one guy. But all right, we move on. They are not stepping up to the challenge like you're not stepping up to Armin or Dustin. They use phrases like a champion faces everyone they put in front, but then say that I'm small and that I have to win more. Those are symptoms of fear. Now, the comment I want to get to is this guy. I know this guy. Hold on. Shout out. Hope you're watching this video. But he says he is showing symptoms of being scared of Armin and Dustin. Ooh, that kind of inspired me to mention Dustin as one of the guys he will not fight. But actually, I don't know if officially he's ever stated he wouldn't fight Poirier. But I know he said he wouldn't fight Armin Sarukian. And I don't know if it's because he doesn't trust that Armin will show up. That could be maybe a logical reason, I guess. Um, Now, another comment says, bro, Armin is literally the number one contender. He's got to be scared. He's kind of getting a taste of his own medicine with these comments. Like, these comments are kind of showing, I guess, the hypocrisy in Ilia's statement. Another guy says, same like with him and Armin. Why don't he take that fight? Symptoms of fear. Notice he didn't call out Armin even though he is ranked number one higher than Charles, Ilia Doctoria. And then another guy says, bro has one defense and thinks he deserves a shot at the pound for pound king. Fight Armin first. Damn. I mean, honestly, I'm all for a fight with Charles Oliveira if it's not going to be the Makhachev fight, but these guys are on the money when they say that. Why won't he call out Armin Sarukian? Why would you say you will not fight Armin, but you will fight Oliveira? Like, what's the difference? I mean, I get the difference. You know, Charles Oliveira stylistically is a better matchup for Ilia than Armin Sarukian. Armin is tougher because of his wrestling. Really strong chain wrestling, really physically strong, good top control, ferocious ground and pound. I mean, Oliveira can wrestle, but I mean, not as good as Ilia. So, I mean, I get that. Maybe he wants to fight a guy who he thinks will just strike with him. Well, Islam will wrestle, but I guess my point being is if he's going to fight a contender, maybe he feels like Oliveira is less risk than fighting a guy like Arman Zarukian. And maybe he just has a fetish for taking out fan favorites. He knows that everyone loves Charles Oliveira. And that if he can go from knocking out Volk, Holloway, and Oliveira, he's the fan fave killer. And Arman Sarukian, good fighter, talented fighter, but nobody really cares about him like that. So I guess maybe because of that, there's less appeal. Maybe he's looking for another big star. And maybe Sarukian just isn't that. But Sarukian did beat Oliveira. And I mean, Armin's trying to get back in the title picture. I just feel like that makes a lot of sense too. Um, but you know, I'm also not against the idea of this Islam fight happening, but I get that other comment, Igorio, who said bro has one defense and thinks he deserves a shot at the pound for pound king. I mean, he's the former champion or soon to be former champion, bouncing up to another weight class. The whole point of him moving up was so he could fight for a second belt. So why not give him it on the get go, right? I feel like that would make a bit of sense, but then again at the same time, he actually really hasn't earned it. I do kind of agree with that. He hasn't truly earned it. When Volk moved up to fight Islam the first time, he already had four defenses. And then the second time, he had five defenses. Volk was already established as a legend. He didn't just beat two big names, defend his belt once, and then call himself the legend. I mean, his nickname was already the Great, but I mean, I guess he gave that to himself. Well, I know his original nickname was the Hulk, and for whatever reason, he changed it to the Great. Not sure the history behind that, but he didn't become a legend to the people until he proved himself to be such through everything he's accomplished in the featherweight division. And because of that, he earned the right to say, I don't need to fight a contender. And plus, he had the belt with him when he moved up. Ilya's not going to. So Ilya's kind of between a rock and a hard place, kind of in a difficult position. But man, I just hope that, when Ilya's next fight gets announced within the next week or so, that we finally just have a clear picture as to what's next in the lightweight division. Honestly, at this point, I don't even care who Ilia Topuria fights. I just need to see him make his lightweight debut, whether it be against the contender, whether it be against Islam. Hopefully, it'll be against Islam so we can just get that fight over with, and then Charles Oliveira can stop asking for a title shot and just fight a contender, earn his way back, and then whoever wins these fights amongst each other in the top five can make a case for a title shot rather than just sitting on their ranking and saying, I deserve it. You should pick me for a title shot, right? Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think Islam is afraid. I don't think he's showing symptoms of fear of Ilia Topuria. I know Ilia Topuria has aura. I mean, he kind of lost it when he went to La Leyenda, feminine version of the to legend. But I don't think he's afraid. I get why Islam wants Ilya to earn his shot because he's done fighting featherweights for free. He wants this featherweight now to earn his lightweight status before he can add him to his legacy. I respect that. Even though it would probably be best just to get this fight over with now. I mean, you got to strike the iron while it's hot, and it's a huge fight. Um, Charles Oliveira, I mean, a lot of people are saying he's ducking and afraid. I don't think he's ducking or afraid because he's saying this about other contenders that he does not want to fight Armin again right now because there's no belt on the line. I guess that's why he wouldn't want to fight Ilya because he's not the champion of the lightweight division. He wants to fight Islam again because he was supposed to fight him way back when. So I don't think Charles is necessarily scared either. He just doesn't want to take the risks anymore. He already took the risk against Armin and it didn't pay off. I guess he wants that privilege of coming off one win and getting a title shot without having to risk fighting someone else first. I kind of get where both Charles Oliveira and Islam are coming from. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Who do you guys think that Ilya is going to get next? Is he going to end up fighting Oliveira? Is it going to be Islam? Or is it going to be someone else entirely? Like and subscribe and peace out.